Hi everyone. Today I want to explain about a problem for exercising all options granted by employees. Problem for exercising all options granted by employee in employee stock option chapter. X grants 1000 options to its employees on 1/1/2012 at rupees 60. The vesting period 3 years. Market price on that date is rupees 90. All the options were exercised. This is the most important. All the options were exercised on 31st/3/2015. Generalize it. The face value of equity share is rupees 10 per share. Okay. So total number of grants. How many grants? Total number of options. How many? 1000. So in briefly, number of options is equal to 1000. Total number of options 1000. Okay, next. This one is that to its employees on 1/1/2012 at rupees 60. That's why exercise price. How much? At rupees 60. Next one, vesting period 3 years. Okay, market price on that date is rupees 90. Market price rupees 90. Right, actual value is equal to rupees 10. Right, vesting period is equal to 3 years. Then first you have to be calculate employee compensation expense amount. Employee compensation expense amount is equal to number of options into market price minus exercise price. Market price minus exercise price, that is equal to how many options is there here? 1000 into market price 90, exercise price 60, that is equal to 1000 into 30, that is equal to 30,000. So total employee compensation amount is equal to 30,000. It should be written off on straight line method for 3 years because the vesting period is 3 years. That's why. So employee expense amount written off in 3 years because the vesting period is 3 years, that is equal to yearly amount 3000 by vesting period 3 years. 3 years. So 10,000 rupees amount written off for every year. Okay. General entries in the books of X Limited Company. General entries in the books of X Limited Company. Before going to that, once again, employee compensation expense account. Number of options into market price minus exercise price. 1000 into 90 minus 60. 1000 into 30, that is equal to 30,000. Right. Total employee compensation expense account amount is 30,000. This 30,000 rupees must be written off on the basis of vesting period in straight line method. That's why, so the amount written off yearly is equal to 30,000 divided by vesting period. How many years? 3 years. 30,000 by 3 years, that is equal to rupees 10,000. Rupees 10,000 amount, okay, yearly amount transfers to profit and loss account. Okay. So for this purpose, the general entries, okay, general entries in the books of X Limited Company. General entries in the books of X Limited Company, okay, for 3 years. First, so the first, it is started on 1/1/2012. That's why at the end of the year, accounting year, 31/12/2012. What is the general entry first? Employee compensation expense account debitor to employee stock option outstanding account. Employee stock option outstanding account. Right. How much amount written off here? Rupees 10,000. Look at this. How much money written off here? Every yearly 10,000 rupees amount written off for employee expenses account. So employee compensation expense account. Employee compensation expense account debitor to employee stock option outstanding account 10,000. This employee compensation expense amount should be transferred to profit and loss account. So next general entry, profit and loss account debitor to employee compensation expense account. Once again, I am telling that employee compensation, this employee compensation expense amount 30,000 rupees must be written off every year, okay, on the basis of vesting period in straight line method. So total amount employee compensation expense amount, total amount 30,000. This should be written off on the basis of vesting period. So yearly amount 30,000 by 3 years, that is equal to 10,000 rupees. Okay, right. So general entries in the books of X Limited Company. General entries in the books of X Limited Company. 31/12/2012. First general entry, employees compensation expense account debitor to employee stock option outstanding account. Outstanding account, okay, being compensation expense account recognized. Yes, it is recognized. Which account? Compensation expense account recognized in respect of how many options? Okay, 1000 options. Two employees at a discount of 90 minus 60, 30. At a discount of rupees 30 written off on straight line basis over 3 years. On straight line basis over 3 years. This is the first general entry. Next general entry. This this employee compensation expense account transfers to profit and loss account. Okay. So, profit and loss account debtor to employee compensation expense account 10,000, 10,000. Being employee compensation account transfers to P&L account. This is the two general entries for first year. Next, second year also with the same general entries required. Next one, amount written off, amount rupees 10,000 written off. Okay, employee compensation expense. So, second year first general entry, employee compensation expense account debtor to employee stock option outstanding account 10,000, 10,000. Being compensation expense account recognized in respect of 1,000 options to employees at a discount rupees 30, 90 minus 60. Written off on straight line basis 3 years, 10,000, 10,000. This employee compensation expense amount transfers to P&L account. Right. P&L account debtor to employee compensation expense amount. This is the second general entry for second year. Next, third year. Okay, employee compensation expense account debtor to employee stock option outstanding account 10,000, 10,000. Same. Being compensation expense account recognized in respect of 1,000 options to employees at a discount of rupees 30, written off on straight line basis. Next, compensation expense amount transfers to profit and loss account. Profit and loss account debtor to employee compensation expense account. Being employee compensation expense account transfers to P&L account 10,000, 10,000. These are all the general entries for employee compensation expense, and also be that employee compensation expense transfers to P&L account, profit and loss account. Okay. After completion of vesting period, right, then the employer or employees ready to pay amount to the company. Then the following general entry is to be required. Once again, I am telling that after completion of 3 years, after completion of vesting period 3 years, okay, the employees are ready to pay 60 rupees on his 1,000 options. 1,000 options. So, total 1,000 into 60, 60,000 rupees amount ready to pay all the employees. Then company gives, okay, 1,000 options at the rate of 90,000 rupees options given company to employees, and employees are paid to the amount company, okay, how much? 60,000 rupees. So employers are paid to 60,000 rupees and company gives to 90,000 rupees options to the employees. Once again, employees pay 60,000 rupees to company and company gives the options to employers worth of rupees 90,000. Okay, so on 31st/3/2015. For this purpose, options is nothing but shares. Okay, for this purpose, okay, write the general entry. Okay, so this one is the most important. Remember this one, 30,000. So how can we write general entry for that? Last general entry. On 31st 2015. How much amount received from the employees? 60,000 on 1,000 options. So company received amount, that's why bank account debtor, total number of options 1,000, received per option 60 rupees, that is equal to total amount received 60,000 rupees from the employees. Okay, actual value of the share 10 rupees, actual value of the share 10 rupees, but the market value of the share is 90 rupees. 80 rupees is to be treated as a premium. Once again, the actual value of the share is 10 rupees. Okay, the market value of the share is 90 rupees. Extra rupees, 80 rupees is to be treated as a premium. So, 2. Equity share capital account. To equity share capital account, actual number of options into each equity share value 10. So 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees. Next one. 2. Premium always credit, you know very well. Security securities premium account. Number of options 1,000 into, okay, share value of each equity, premium value of each equity share. How much? 80 rupees. 80,000. Okay, here the debit is not equals to credit. Remaining 30,000 rupees. 90, 60. So remaining 30,000 rupees. What it is? Look at this. 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. Outstanding amount. Okay. Every year. Okay. That is the outstanding amount. So it is tallied. Therefore, employees stock option outstanding account debtor 30,000. So the last general entry is bank account debtor, employees stock option outstanding account debtor 30,000, equity share capital account debtor 10,000, to equity share capital account 10,000, to securities premium account 80,000. So being 1,000 options exercised. This is the narration. Once again, bank account debtor 1,000 shares into or options into how much received from each share 60. So 60 to each equity share value 10, but market value 90. 90 minus 10 premium value 80 to securities premium account 1,000 into 80 80,000. Right, remaining 30,000 is equal to employee stock option outstanding account debtor 30,000, being 1,000 options were exercised. This is the general entries when exercising all options granted by the company. Before concluding that, please watch introduction video of this session. Please watch, okay, introduction class for ESOP. Then only you can understand this problem easily. Okay, thank you. Second problem, employee stock options, ESOP. Problem for exercising options partly. Exercising options partly. X Limited having 500 employees grants 2 options to each employee on 1/1/2012 at rupees 60. The vesting period is 2.5 years. The maximum period is 1 year. Market price rupees 90. 450 employees exercised, 450 employees exercised their option on 39/2014. Generalize if the face value of equity share is rupees 10 per share. Okay. Number of employees, X Limited having number of employees 500 employees. Okay, but the 450 employees were exercised. Remaining 50 employees are not exercised. Okay, that's why this problem needs to be considered as exercising options partly. Okay, look at that. First of all, number of options. Number of options is equal to 500 employees. 500 employees grants 2 options each. Okay, so number of options 1000 options. Number of options 1000 options. Okay, employee 1/1/2012 at rupees 60. That's why exercise price is equal to how much? 60. The maximum period of 1 year. Market price. Market price is equal to 90. Next. Vesting period is equal to 2.5 years. Okay, this is the information regarding the problem. Number of options 500 employees. Employees grants 2 options to each. 500 into 2, 1000 options. Exercise price 60. Vesting period 2.5 years. Okay, market price 90. 450 employees are exercised their option on 1/39/2014. To see you later. Okay, so first you have to be calculate employee compensation expense amount. Employee compensation expense amount is equal to number of options into market price minus exercise price. Market price minus exercise price, that is equal to 1000 into market price 90, exercise price 60, 1000 into 30, that is equal to 30,000 rupees amount to be treated as compensation expense amount. Then this amount should be written off in straight line method of vesting period. So employee compensation expense amount, okay, should written off 2.5 years, that is equal to 30,000 divided by 2.5, that is equal to yearly. How much amount yearly written off? 12,000 rupees. First year 12,000 rupees. Second year 12,000 rupees. But 2.5 years, that's why third year only 6,000. Total 30,000 rupees amount written off. Okay, employee compensation expense account should be written off 2.5 years. That is equal to 30,000 divided by 2.5, 12,000. Total amount written off yearly 12,000. So for first year 12,000, second year 12,000, third year only half the year. That's why 2.5 the years. That's why 6,000. Total 30,000. Okay. For this transaction, how to be write the general entries. Okay. Look at this. General entries in the books of X Limited Company. First one. First general entry. Starting date 1/1/2012. Okay. Accounting year date. End the date of accounting year. So 31/12/2012. Employees compensation expense account debtor to employee stock option outstanding account. How much? 12,000 rupees per annum. That's why 12,000, 12,000. This is the first year. Okay. Being compensation expense account recognized in respect of 1,000 options to employees at a discount of 30, written off on straight line basis over 2.5 years. Over 2.5 years. So, employee compensation expense account debtor to employee stock option outstanding account 12,000, 12,000. Being compensation expense account recognized in respect of 1,000 options to employee at a discount of rupees 30, 90 minus 60, written off on straight line basis over 2.5 years. Okay, next, this compensation expense amount should be transferred to profit and loss account. Profit and loss account debtor to employee compensation expense amount. This amount has to be transferred to profit and loss account. That's why 12,000, 12,000. So for first year, the two transactions is, the two general entries is over. Next year, 31/12/2013. So employee compensation expense account debtor to employee stock option outstanding account. Same general entries. Being compensation expense account recognized in respect of 1,000 options to employees at a discount 30 rupees, written on straight line basis over 2.5 years. How many years? 2.5 years. So second year also be amount to be written off 12,000 here. That's why 12,000 and 12,000. This employee compensation expense amount should transfer to profit and loss account. 31/12/2013. Profit and loss account debtor to employee compensation expense account. How much? 12,000, 12,000. Next, 31/6/2014. This is the third year. Employee compensation expense account debtor to employee stock option outstanding account. How much? Only 6,000 for 6 months. 2.5 years now, that's why. 6,000, 6,000. Right. Being compensation expense account recognized in respect of 1,000 equity shares or 1,000 options to employees at a discount of rupees 30, written off on straight line basis over 2.5 years. 6,000, 6,000. This employee compensation expense amount should transfer to profit and loss account. 36/2014. Profit and loss account debtor to employee compensation expense account 6,000, 6,000. This is the general entries for 3 years. Okay. After completion of vesting period, after completion of vesting period. Okay, so employees are ready to pay the amount of rupees 60. That means only 450 employees were ready to pay the cash to X Limited. Okay, only 450 employees are ready to pay the cash. Okay, for his two options, every employee. So for this purpose, we have to be write a general entries. So remaining total number of employees available 50 employees. The remaining employees are total number of employees are 500 employees. Accepted this option is only 450. Remaining 50 persons are not accepted this option. So first general entry, first general entry for 450 employees. Okay, look at the board please. So continuation general entries, fifth general entry on 30, if it is 14, bank account debtor. Total number of employees are accepted this option 450. Each employee grants, okay, two options, that's why 2. Total options 90. 90 into how much for each option? 60. So how much amount received? X company received, X Limited company received 54,000 rupees from the employees. Once again, so 450 employees are accepted this option. So 450, every employee grants the option is, so company grants for option for every employees, two options are granted. That's why 450 into 2, the total number of options is 900. That into 60, that is equal to how much amount received? 54,000. So 2 equity share capital account. So 450 employees, two options, total options 900. Actual value of each equity share 10 rupees, 99,000. Okay, actual value of share 10 rupees, but the market value of share how much? Market value of share 90. So remaining 80 is to be treated as a premium. So market value more than of its face value. The excess value is to be treated as a premium. That is equal to 2. Securities premium account, 450 employees to 980 rupees premium amount. Okay, 72,000. Okay, 72,000. Remaining amount transfers to employee stock option outstanding account. How much? Remaining amount 27,000. 27,000 rupees amount transfers to 27,000 amount transfers to, okay, employee stock option outstanding account being being 900 options were exercised. Okay, the 50 options is there, remaining 50% options is there na, 50 into 2, so that amount has to be transferred to remaining 50 employees are not to be agreed. That's why that amount has to be transferred to general reserve account. So for the purpose employee stock option outstanding account debtor 2 general reserve account. Okay, being amount transfer to general reserve account. How much? 3,000. This is the general entries. Problem for exercising partly paid.